So do you follow what's happening in Hong Kong now?
Yes. Over the years, I grew kind of careful about what I say and who I say it to, but we came here because of what was happening in Hong Kong. And in fact, we lived in Sam Soi Po, and I worked in Mong Kok and she worked in Yamate. So a lot of protests were near the Prince Edward Station, near the Mong Kok police station, and that was directly between where we lived and where we worked.
Okay.
And so we were frequently disrupted by police presence, by tear gas, all sorts of things. And so that was part of what led us to leave Hong Kong. So I guess, yeah, you could say we're following what's happening there.
Yeah. So now, how you follow the news in Hong Kong? Because recently the media has been facing a great press, and
It's been scary. When I lived in Hong Kong, I started following a lot of reporters on Twitter, and they've been updating what's happening there with, was it the Standard? I know Apple Daily was one of the first.
Stand News?
The Stand News, right?
Yes,
Stand
Stand
News.
News, yeah.
And so I've been keeping up with it, but I've been very worried because, as I said, I lived in mainland China before, and I saw the things happening there, and now I'm seeing them happening in Hong Kong, which, because of my wife, feels much more like home.
okay.
So it's
Yeah.
troubling.
So do you think what people can do in UK can help the situation? It not getting better, but at least not getting worse so quickly.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I appreciate that we could come here, that she could come here. She was very outspoken while we lived in Hong Kong, which was a great deal of concern for me about her safety. So it starts there. I'm very glad that we have a place that we can come and that she can be safe, and her friends as well. But beyond that, in terms of curbing China's intrusion into Hong Kong, I don't know, unfortunately, what we can do other than to continue to be vocal about it, to continue to speak about it. I know there have been protests here in England about it, which is nice to see.
So how do you will this kind of event is what good and can for British Hong Kong people organize this kind of event? What do you think of how?
As someone who's lived overseas for a long time, I know when you're in a new place, community is very important. It really keeps you grounded. It keeps you feeling welcome and at home in a new place. So I think that's one of the big values of this kind of thing. I mean, you can see, I'm very happy to be here, happy to be part of a community.
Yeah, and it's good to see like Hong Kong faces here as well. We still try to stay as a strong group, and yeah, we keep our moral values and all things here. So yeah, just try to be Hong Kong people everywhere you go. Yeah.
So do you feel you'll be welcomed in this local community? Or
Yeah. I think actually we're very welcomed here, and I made friends with all different background people, and they also welcome and understand the situation of Hong Kong. And we also bring some of the people, they may not know what happened in Hong Kong, but when we talk about, where are you from, and we're from Hong Kong, and then they will want to know more about our experience and what really happened there. It's not on the news, but it's from the people ourselves that we're telling everyone.
do you think the Western news and give enough attention to what happened in Hong Kong?
How do you say?
I don't know here. I know in America it got very distorted. In America it became a partisan issue between Democrats and Republicans, and it became something that some parties were using for their own benefit rather than genuinely caring to help. I hope and I believe that things are better here, but I know in America the voices got a bit distorted, unfortunately.